Okay, so Andie, hi, thank you so much for doing this. This is
Thank you,
Andie
Lesley.
Patton with Lennar at Shearwater in St. John's, Florida. And we're going to talk a little bit. So tell me a little bit. I've been out to Shearwater, but it's growing. It's growing so much. I can't even keep up with all the development going on in St. Johns County. There's no way. But so talk to me a little bit about what Shearwater is, where it is, and what's coming.
Shearwater is a master plan community. And the neat thing for both of us is we aren't growing much more because I only have two more phases and then we are complete. The
Okay.
favorite thing for me about it right now, where we are, we've always had one entrance, one exit at the light at 210, which is right at Timberland Creek Elementary, right at our front. I'm all the way to the back and we're getting ready to open two entrances and exits onto State Road 16A.
Oh,
So that
that's
we'll
awesome.
have, exactly, we'll have a back entrance. Now, one of those entrances is at the new K-8 school that'll be opening this year. That one has to, by contract with St. Johns County, open when the school opens. I don't know about Shearwater Parkway is the main vein road of the neighborhood.
Mhm.
That's where you come in. That's where you're going to go out right next to me, but I can't do it yet. You
But
can
it's
get around
coming.
it a little bit, but soon.
So you're expecting it for the 2025 school year.
Yeah. Oh, yes. No, 2024 school year. We're going to be open
Oh,
back.
yeah, yeah,
One
yeah.
will be
Sorry,
open
the
this year.
2024. Yeah, okay.
I know COVID messed up our years, but it's 2024.
Wow, that just blows my mind. Well, that's fantastic. So, all right, and that is when I've driven in there, going back to where the Lennar homes are. You feel like you're driving for forever. It's a beautiful neighborhood, but it does feel like
It's
quite
only
a
six
long
and a
drive.
half minutes. It's only 6.5 minutes from the front gate to me. I promise.
No, and I
And I
believe you.
can feel it.
It feels long though,
Yeah.
when you're not used to it. But by the way, when I moved into Sawgrass, 20
Same
well, maybe
thing.
not quite 20 years ago, same thing. It always felt like it just was forever
Yeah.
driving through Sawgrass because these are huge communities, but those huge communities offer great amenities.
And
So,
my gosh, does Shearwater offer the great amenities? One of the fun things when you do come in on Shearwater Parkway in this neighborhood, everywhere there's a roundabout, there's
mhm.
something to notice. So when you first come in, the first big roundabout is our kayak club. And that's where you're going to have our lap and lane swimming pool, beach entry pool, three-story water slide, the longest lazy river in Northeast Florida. Those are fun, but my favorite thing is they're all here. You're not waiting for it to come later. You're not waiting for it to be built. It's already here. Everyone in Shearwater has full access to every amenity. The only time there's any kind of a rub is if the person who bought it as a rental and they both want to use the amenities, and that is not allowed. So, but it is
Okay.
all here. The second little roundabout is at our outpost, and it's kind of like the back porch for the neighborhood. You've got another kids play area. You're going to see them everywhere. I've got 15 miles of nature trails in here. But at the outpost, that's the trail that goes from the parking area at the outpost to the creek. And that's where you launch your kayaks.
Okay. Wow, that's awesome.
I
So
know, we're really getting there.
you are. And so there is a CDD fee,
There is.
but that CDD fee, uh, part of what that does is pay for the maintenance and pay for the development of those amenities. You're not joining an extra club. There's no extra fees.
It's just the one. And on the single family homes, it's $236 per year for the HOA. That's
Mhm.
it. That gets you all the
Awesome.
amenities. Now, the CDD fee is a little over $2,300 a year. It's paid on your property taxes. And we're
Right.
10 years into a 30 years, so we're getting there.
Well, yeah, and we're looking at, I mean, at $2,300 a year, it's really not that bad by
Mhm.
comparison. We're seeing them get into $4,000 a year.
Oh yeah, and when
And
you see my gym, I save you money in so many places that you'll get back. So it's not as horrible as it sounds. And you can go to other neighborhoods where they bought the CDD out, and the houses cost more because land costs more because they already bought the CDD out. If you're
right.
not going to live here for the next 20 years, why pay the whole CDD at the front?
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's fabulous. I love it. Um, so let's talk a little bit about what is around there.
Mhm.
So, because you've got one of the things that pardon me. So let's talk about talk about the things that are around Shearwater, because you do have one of the things that we were talking about is that amazing little small yet famous barbecue place.
Woodpeckers.
Woodpeckers, yes,
Much
and
love
I
to the
hear
woodpeckers.
good things. I do. I know it's worth the trip. But there's you've got other development around there, and you've got other, because you have so much growth in that area of St. Johns County, there's all kinds of new stuff coming in all the time.
There is, and of course, the number one retailer in our area is Publix. God love it.
Right.
But it is true. So we've had the Publix that's on 210, that's basically at Veterans where you're coming across to go into Silverleaf. That's been there the whole time. This opening up to the back for me onto 16A, that gets me the new Publix that's over at Rivertown. Or if I go south, I can be at the Publix that's at the south end of World Golf Village. I mean, I'm getting more and more opportunities. Hello, kitten.
Yep. Terrorists today.
They know when the Zoom light comes on.
They do. Absolutely.
Yeah. So some of the other retail and experiences that are local, because we're right here and we're getting this 295 loop that's already coming through, I can go to Durban. And it's so close. 210 is growing up as far as little restaurants like the 1826 Cafe, the Bistro, Ember and Iron. God, we know everybody loves Ember and Iron because you meet all your neighbors there. We have Poor Mike's coffee shops, we have locals, and we have the bigger stuff. We have Winn-Dixie, we have Publix, we have a Walmart, we have a movie theater. All those things are here. But I like that they're here, but they're not in my neighborhood. I have to go out of the neighborhood to get there because when you're in Shearwater, it's special. I mean, you're in your own quiet little enclave.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely lovely. That's awesome. I love it. And let's talk a little bit. One of the reasons that people are moving to St. Johns County and that St. Johns County is booming the way it is are the schools, the school system. It's the top rated school system in the state. And there's a reason for that. But so you've got Timber Creek Elementary, that's near there that the kids are going to now. But you said the K-8 is, what high school are they going to there?
Right now, oh, they're going to Beachside, so they're over at Beach Walk.
Okay. And that's a brand new high school. That campus is beautiful. I've been over there. So they're going to Beach Walk. So that's the high school. But the K-8, and they've developed some beautiful K-8s. That one should be open like we said, at the beginning of this coming school year.
Right. And the principal of that school lives in the neighborhood, and she's going to start there in March. So I mean, it's really almost ready because it's March.
That's exciting. That's exciting.
What's exciting to me about it is they've got a county park and then the school and then 16, and across from the school outside of Shearwater. And there's been a lot of chatter about it. There's the soccer fields or the ball fields. And it looks like that's going to be like a competition field to take some of the heat off of Veterans Parkway where they have the soccer. So it's right there, but it's not in Shearwater, but it is right there. And right across from the school is perfect.
Oh, absolutely. I love it. Well, okay. Now here's the other thing. So you work for the builder, you work for Lennar.
Yes.
Talk to me a little bit about what Lennar is building out there, because I know there's more than one product. Y'all are doing townhomes, you're doing single family. One of the other things is we're actually seeing some rent, and I know y'all aren't building these, but we actually have some properties for lease there as well. So you've got that rental community, which has in the past really been lacking in St. Johns County. So it's nice to see some of the development of that. I mean, we don't want too much of it, but definitely that's important.
Right, we need some.
Yeah, but so let's talk about why Lennar.
I actually, other than because that's where I've chosen to be, and I've been around a little while, so I've had other opportunities. I come.
Oh wait, we froze. Hold on, we froze.
Very custom to. Okay.
It's freezing. So are you there now?
Hang on for a second. I'm still here.
Okay.
Good.
Let's let it catch up a second. Okay, so let's try that again. Let's ask the question again because it got off. Why Lennar?
I have been in the industry for quite a while in this area. And one of the things that I love about Lennar is they have this tagline, everything's included. And that does change neighborhood to neighborhood. In this neighborhood, everything's included. So what comes in the home, one of my favorite questions to be asked by outside agents typically is, what's the price per square foot? And I'm like, what do you get for your square foot? Let me show you what I'm giving you for your square foot, because I don't think you can do an apples to apple comparison like that. It's like saying the base price of the house. I can tell you what the base price of the house is, but it's already going to have all that in it. And
Right.
you're not going to design center. We don't have one. So it really is what you see is what you get kind of a thing. But I love what you get. And we are in a area where weather is important to know that it's being built correctly. And I watch these get built. I know how they're built and I trust that. If I would buy it, I can sell it. I would buy it. So that makes it really easy. I was expecting pushback from people where they were going to want to pick their cabinet knobs. They were going to pick different things. They don't care. They just are so excited. It's done. It's professionally organized. It's professionally designed. And I find the right house at the right price.
And what is your price point? So you have townhomes and you have single family homes. So,
I do. So
what are we looking at there?
my single families are going to be in the low fives to start, and I'm pushing 6 on some of them where they have backup to a water to the woods. So it's always the lands that's going to change it the most. So my home site premium will affect that.
Sure.
I have some options that I can add, and most of the homes, because we are an inventory builder, so we've started them. So I put in the ceramic wood look floor tile everywhere but the bedrooms. Some of the things that are not included, but they are here because we added it. I love that for $1,500, I can have a really nice blind on every window in the house. I added that on most.
And that sounds so silly until you go to move the day you go to move in and you realize that one of the first things you have to do is put blinds up because you can't walk around in your night clothes, because you don't have that. I mean, that's one of the nice things about moving into a Lennar home is it's ready for you when you're done.
It's really ready. All the appliances in the kitchen are there. On my single family homes here, I'm natural gas. So I'm going to have the Rinnai tankless water heater and I'm going to have the gas cooktop. If you get the gourmet kitchen, I have the double ovens on the wall with the built-in cooktop. And all the appliances are Frigidaire appliances. With my gourmet, they're a little higher series. They're the cafe series. So, but you don't have to do that, but it's nice, depending on how much you actually cook.
No, I love that. All right. And the townhomes.
The townhomes are electric. They're going to be in the 3s, high 3s. They're going to hit the low 4s now. This new phase is the Lincoln and the Truman again. They're both plans are at least 1,700 square feet. They're 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. I really like it. They all have the screen patio on the back. Here in Shearwater, all the driveways are pavers, all the lanais are pavers. The little things that the developer demands, they're nice. They're very easy to live in. And back to selling because of schools, I'm selling townhomes because of lifestyle more than anything, because everything outside is taken care of for you.
Right.
So the lawn, the landscaping, the mowing, the blowing, the watering, all of that is taken care of. So if you are transient in and out, going back up north or traveling a lot, it's fine. And for an investment, it always looks good. But the most sales I had on that first phase in the townhomes were parents who wanted their kids in the good school.
Right.
And that, it truly drives sales.
I live in St. Johns County. I mean, I now have options in life now that I'm an empty nester. But I live in St. Johns County because it was important to me that my daughter go to school in the St. Johns County schools. The educational opportunities are just amazing in St. Johns County.
Hello, everybody. I'm saving you $15,000 a year per child on private school. Come on.
Right. Absolutely. Exactly. And it makes that CDD fee look really reasonable, especially when you have more than one kid.
And in neighborhood, everywhere in Shearwater is walkable, bikeable, scooterable, golf cartable. It's just, it's all right in here, and it just feels safe because you're not on major highways, you're not on big roads, but you can get to them quick enough if you need to go somewhere.
Right. Oh yeah, the location of Shearwater in St. Johns County, you're kind of between 210 and 16A, right? So you're close to all the things. You're close to World Golf Village. You're close to the river. You're 30 minutes from the beach.
And you just head down 210 till you hit the ocean. So
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You know, and you're coming in at Michler Beach, really, Michler, right
right, where
there.
you can park. So that's
Yes,
not a
the
big
parking,
deal.
so not for nothing. The facilities they're nice. It's not a porta potty. You know, they're good facilities. All of that, and yeah, and it's an easy drive.
And then I go the other way and I'm at the river. And our border of this community is to Trout Creek. I mean, that's where we could do the kayak launches. So I've got so many options available. And for driving, if you go past 16A, you're at San Jose Boulevard.
Yeah.
Take it in. I mean, I end up in Mandarin because it's actually not far and it's
Hmm.
easy the back way.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no,
Mhm.
that location really is amazing. And it
Yeah.
is nice that it's kind of a manageable size. Some of these communities are just so massive, it's difficult to, it's kind of difficult to wrap your head around,
Mhm.
even,
And I think one of the things that saves this one, I have Shearwater Parkway that's the main road through the whole thing. So everything comes off that.
Mhm.
So you're no offense to where you live, but other places you really can't find the neighborhoods. This is easy. It's all off the main parkway.
Yeah. Nope, that's lovely. Fantastic. Well, so, all right. So let's talk about currently, do we have any incentives at Lennar? I know
Okay.
a lot of the builders have all kinds of incentives. So let's talk about that a little bit because that's important.
And what all builders do, and I've worked at more than one, but all of them do this, the more incentive will be put onto the homes that need to close sooner. So you can always follow it. You're going to get less incentive as a real estate agent and as a buyer if you're looking at dirt or I just poured a foundation. Because I've got longer to go. What you're basically buying at that point is your choice of home site and home.
Mhm.
But when I have homes that come back that didn't close, that whatever happened, if it's a quick move-in or quicker move-in, because in this neighborhood, I don't know how quick, but I do have one at the end of March. We're now giving it 4% realtor bonus, or not bonus, co-op. But the other things that happen are if I'm paying the interest rate down from wherever it is to 4.5% for the 30-year fixed rate of the loan. Lennar's paying that, not the buyer. So we're buying that rate down and locking it.
And that's not a 3-2-1 buy down. That's a
No,
4% for the 30
the
or for the
whole
life of
time.
the loan, which is huge because I don't think we're going to see 4.5% again anytime soon.
I don't either, and if it did, then y'all would refinance, but I don't see that happening.
Right.
And this way you know what you're in for, and you've locked it. We have had, and Lennar, you'll see it sometimes, a 3-2 or 3-2-1 buy down, and
Mhm.
that's fantastic, but that is usually in an area where I have finished inventory waiting for a buyer. And it's wonderful though, because it'll 2.99 the first year, 3.99 the second year, and then from then on, the 4.99. I have some that are 4.5% locked. FHA and VA, I can do a little bit more. So we will always do as a seller's agent for the seller, as an agent for the seller, always do everything I can because my job is to find where the buyers can afford it and the seller can afford to sell it. And there is a sweet spot there. And you and both of our mothers were brokers. We know that it used to only be one way to do it.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
absolutely.
transaction, and you had to make it work for everybody. So we truly do our best, I think, on their site agents. Any Lennar agent can sell any Lennar community. I'm in the South Hub, so I'm in St. John's and St. Augustine, but we can go anywhere and at least get you information on anywhere.
I love that. And working with you is amazing. I've worked with you over the years, and it always makes me happy when I get to do that.
I appreciate that. It is so fun for me because I've been around a while. When you have agents walk in who don't even know you're here, and you can watch everybody just exhale. Oh, thank God it's you. Okay, I need
Yeah.
this, help. And you do.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
really think a site agent's job is to make the outside agent look like a pro. It's to make you look good because you can't know everything. I'm here. I better know this neighborhood.
no, I love that. And you're really good at that. So, I mean, working with you is always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Well, this is awesome. What have I not asked you? We've talked about the neighborhood, the schools, Lennar and why. And one of the reasons that people are so excited about new construction, and there's a lot of new construction. There's so much development in St. Johns County right now, but those those incentives and the interest rate buy down is just massive, and it's making it more affordable for people because we're pushing price points in St. Johns County. It's not an inexpensive place to live at this point. But the benefits are definitely there. There's a reason that that's happening. So what have I not asked you that we need to be talking about?
One of the things that I like to point out to people when they're looking around, and everybody has their own agenda, and I get that, please look at the construction quality, because Lennar, a new home builder, is going to give you warranties, and that's great. But I've been to 2 other builders who will remain nameless, who are no longer using OSB. They are putting it up, they're wrapping it for moisture, and then they're putting the hardy board on. There's no wood behind it. I don't know how that's the code. It's not my job to know how that's code, but what I know is how Lennar does build it. You have $63 a sheet of OSB behind every one of those walls. But that really scared me, because I mean, we do have wet weather here. I don't know how you warranty that, but I think that I'm really excited that Lennar does, for all that we do offer, our actual construction quality is pretty amazing. And when you drive through a Lennar neighborhood 10 years later, it still looks good. And when you walk through or drive through some other neighborhoods, they're not so great. So
there are
investment.
Yeah, and again, they'll remain nameless, but there are certain builders at this point that built neighborhoods 10 years ago. I don't have to know they built that neighborhood to drive in and know they built that neighborhood, and I can point it out. And I'm always right. I will look it up, because you can see that the quality of the paint, the quality of the stucco, that those things are inferior, and it shows up fairly quickly.
And with Lennar, the first year especially, I say it's great if you have a move-up buyer that's been in an apartment or a rental situation, because for that first year, you have a warranty manager that is assigned to your community. It's so easy. You put in a ticket, and they'll call you back and set an appointment once they figure out the problem with the electrician, the plumber, the AC, whoever it is, and they will come out and they get it fixed in that first year. And if it's gone wrong in the first year, it was probably wrong.
Yeah, no, fair enough. I love it. Well, this is awesome. Thank you so much for doing this. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate you having me, but you need to come out to Shearwater so we can go to woodpeckers.
Yeah, you know what? That's on my list. I'll probably see you next week, because I keep hearing I need to go to woodpeckers. I know that's amazing, and it's nice. It's nice when it's a small local place that's just kind of, it's got a phenomenal reputation. So I'm excited.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. All right, I will talk to you soon.
Okay, thank you.
All right.